For a kid 12 years old, 13 years old, you'd have to roll up newspapers at 5 in the morning and throw them off a bicycle into yards. That was to make that kind of money a week. So I thought of myself as a professional from that. Then throughout my teen years, I did shows for civic groups and that sort of thing. At 17, I just turned 17, and I was a terrible student. In my mind, all I thought about was the stage and getting out there and performing, and that's it. I didn't care about school. I like to say I was popular. I was voted most popular freshman 4 years in a row. Little butts. But I was a terrible student. I barely made it through high school. I joined the Navy immediately and went into special services, traveling with the Navy band, doing shows. When I got out of the Navy, I joined a USO troop, and I spent the next 5 years doing 2 shows a day all over the world, wherever there was a military base of one kind or another. So by the time I was in my early 20s, 22 or 3, I guess, I had a lot of shows under my belt, a lot. And I just said, this is it for me. It's what I want to do. I want to be a Vegas act. I had seen, besides Wences, Winchell, Jimmy Nelson, and the great Russ Lewis with his technique, and Dick Weston, Stu Scott, Jay Nemeth, all of these names that were on TV, I had seen as a kid, and I said, well, that's what I want to do. I want to go to Vegas and be, because they used production acts in those days, where they needed 10 to 12 minutes to work in one, being in front of the main curtain, so that they could change the set in the back. And so that was my niche, and that meant 2 shows a day, sometimes 3. Actually, when I went to Vegas, it was in 1968, and I was at the Dunes Hotel, and the first show was at 11 o'clock at night, the second show was 1 o'clock in the morning, and the third show started at 2:45 in the morning. But it was great. I mean, people dressed in suits, and it's unlike the Vegas of today. The boys ran Vegas in a very orderly fashion, so to speak. It was a different time. I cared about nothing except being on stage, and I stayed in production shows pretty much all of my 53-year career.